guys, welcome back to my sewing room. I'm Kelly and you found me here on Pick and Stitches, and today the postman just delivered this and I can kind of feel the bag through it. I'm pretty sure it is the next pre-cut box. So let's jump in and take a look. Okay. So PreCuts is one of the quilt subscriptions that I get. This box is their Stash Builder series, and it comes in with tax and everything. It gets shipped here. I think it's $59 before tax. I think it winds up being like right at $63 and some change for me. In Tennessee, they like to tax everything, including food. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so we have our standard bag. I love these. I use them all the time for my homeschool groups. They're great for games. They're also fantastic in the craft room for projects and stuff, but I am always like rooting around trying to find an extra one to take a look at. Okay, so this is our September 2024 PreCuts quilt box. This is the Stash Builder. It looks like there's 3 different patterns. Again, we have a basic gray quilt pattern with an MSRP of $10. So I'm kind of trying to decide if this is the best quilt box for me. I like a lot of their stuff. However, they almost always send out 3 different patterns. And to me, that's really hard because I like to do sew-alongs with you guys. So even if you have the same subscription kit, you might not get the same pattern as me. So that's kind of one of my challenges at this point. If you have an idea or a comment, let me know below, because I think it's fun and they have beautiful patterns and I love it. But just the fact that everybody doesn't have the same one is a challenge for me at this point. So this is a pattern called Shine On by Basic Gray. And it looks like we need some, we've got our Fat 8 bundle assorted blocks. It's going to want 4 3/4 yards of a low volume, a yellow grunge at 3/8 of a yard, and a green grunge at 1 1/2 yards. And then the backing is 4 1/2 yards. So the low volume for the front is bigger than the back. Really? That's a lot of fabric, you guys. I hope there's a lot of fabric in this bundle. That's a lot of pieces, though. Okay, I can see why you would need it. There's certainly a lot of seams. A lot of your fabric is going to get used up. I'm not familiar with this pattern, but you guys know me. I kind of like look at it and decide if I'm going to stick with the way they want the pattern or if I'm going to do something different. Oh, wow. There's templates in here. Anybody want to do a template quilt? I don't know. Guys. It's a pretty quilt, though. It's definitely some interesting stars, but I may just stick with my rectangle stars for now. Okay. So this is actually really heavy. I'm not sure that all of this is pretty standard. I guess it is just, okay. We'll just, oh, I'm dropping stuff. I'm dropping it. Okay. So this is a silk finish cotton. It is a cotton. Okay. So we got 1 thread group for this bundle. And then this looks like a fun project. It's definitely not your standard quilter's cotton. This feels more like a canvas. So I'm thinking we must have another bag pattern in here. And this denim has some interesting prints on it that match. Yeah, they match it. They're a little different scale, though. So, like, they're a little bit, can you see that? The scale on the denim is larger than the scale on the canvas. So, and this is doubled up. So we get that panel. Okay, now I have to go figure out what that's for. Canvas linen panel, cotton panel. Okay. Now this says sashimi canvas linen panel, and then the cotton is sashiko panel. So I wonder if spell check got the better of them. I bet that's supposed to be sashiko because it's all going to look like, or sashiko, or however you say that, like you've stitched that in that Japanese style. I don't believe it is sashimi, but I could be wrong. It could be. So yeah, it looks like there's, I'm not giving away a coupon. Okay. Yeah, so there's a variety of different thread that you could have gotten. There are 3 different patterns that you could have gotten here. Then we get the block of the month, our project bag, and then we got 16 fat quarters. So the 16 fat quarters are valued at $64, the thread at $5, the bag at $4, and then the block of the month PDF is $5, and then $12 for these 2 panels. I don't see project for them, and I don't think they're part of my pattern, at least, which I think is kind of interesting. So this is by Debbie Maddie, and her first love has always been fiber of all sorts. She's has been and still is an avid garment seamstress as well as a quilter. She's enjoyed most of the crafts using a needle and thread some sort, to include embroidery, applique, needlepoint, pulled thread, and drawn thread work. So that is about the designer. I'm not seeing any other project for this, guys. So if you have seen where we might use these panels in something, let me know, because I don't know what I would need to do with those. And then this canvas one. All right, so let's get into the fabric. That's always the fun part anyways. So we got our 16 fat quarters here, and they're in a couple different colorways. It's not a batik, but it kind of has that feel where it's really subtly moving from one color to another. Let's just do all the grays first. This almost looks like a ocean, natural sponges underwater. That's a cool pattern. So when I saw the designers that they had coming out this month, I was really hopeful that I was going to get some of the Julia line. I kind of had my fingers crossed for that. It's like the kitchen fabric. I don't know why that just hums in my ear and makes me want to think about happy thoughts, but it does. This is really pretty. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it because I don't know about all that background fabric. But I do like these colorways. So we have the gray, and then we kind of had this gold color tone, and it's going to be very similar in all the same prints here. That is really pretty, really stunning. May have to do that collage quilt I've been talking about for 6 months now. If only there were more hours in the day. I don't know what to call these because they don't seem like a typical batik that I've seen, but maybe they're more of a standard. I don't think it even says anything in here. That's about the designer. Next shipment. Yeah. Okay. I will look and see if I can figure it out. I mean, it's definitely printed, right? It has to be. All right, and then we move into our blues. I mean, I think any of our standard quilts with this colorways, like, would be beautiful. And if they had larger blocks, you'd still get to see the pattern variety here. And with smaller blocks, it might just blend in. Like if you did something like, oh, say a potato chip quilt, like you're going to kind of lose a lot of that variable variance. I'm just tongue-tied this week, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. I do like that. That's pretty. And then we've got the last navy here. Actually, you might even call this denim. This feels like a Lori Holt denim color. It's pulling a little bit richer on camera. And then we've got another round of grays. So we had this, those are kind of stone in comparison. I don't know if you can see the difference there, but it's going to be those same colors, but just a shade lighter. All right, we've got that kind of marbling look, and here it is in another lighter tone. And then our stripy one. I'm so descriptive today, you guys. I think I'm brain dead. You took the kids out on the boat this morning, and my brain is just moving slow now. Out of the sun, out of the heat, you know. All right, so that's our last fabric. So, okay. You guys know my rule of thumb is generally that I want to get $3 per fat quarter for the set that I'm getting. So this is 16 fat quarters. So that would be 45 plus 3 more. So 48 that I would want to put towards fat quarter money. And then the thread is valued at 5. The 2 panels are valued at 12. Our pattern is valued at 10. And then our bags are valued at 4. So they've got the total subscription value here at $118.05. I think it was like $65 with tax. There's no shipping. Well, there is shipping. It's just already included to get it here. So $65 to get it here. I'm just not sure that this this group is going to work for me, because I generally do like to do the sew-alongs, and I like for you guys to have the same patterns as I do. I like that they give us different fabric, because it does kind of push me to try different things, and I've had some phenomenal results from the fabrics that I've gotten in the pre-cut quilt box. But I'm just not sure that it's so good for the interaction here. So definitely comment below. Let me know if you want me to continue to get this box, you like seeing what's in it, or if you have another suggestion for something that would have the same pattern in it that we might be able to sew along and do together, or if that even matters. Maybe you don't want to sew with me. Maybe you don't like sewing with me. But if you like any of these sew-alongs, then that might be something that I could change up. So comment below, let me know. Okay, guys, so that's everything. If you do enjoy watching these unboxing videos or any of my other tutorials, definitely hit that like and subscribe. We are getting so close to 10,000 subscribers. And if you have been watching the videos and maybe you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you'd help like push us up and over the corner. Or maybe you have some other quilty friends that you might want to share it with and see if they might want to follow the channel as well. But that's it for today, guys. Until then, I will see you next time.